chant one round. Mam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Mutare Srimate Radhanath Swamiti Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Acharya Shri Shri Mata Syati Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Sadi Gaurav Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना वल्लभ जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रजजनरंजन यमुनतिरवनचारी यशोदानंदन हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे 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 राम जय राधा गोपी वल्लभ राधा गोपी वल्लभ राधे जय राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधे जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधे जय जगन्नाथ बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जगन्नाथ बलदेवा जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पतवामी नयन पतवामी भाव तुम्हें जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पतवामी निताय गौरांगो निताय गौरांगो निताय गौरांगो गौरहरि जय सचिनंदन जय सचिनंदन जय सचिनंदन गौरहरि पतिता पवाना पतिता पवाना पतिता पवाना गौरहरि जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल श्री 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 राधा गोपी वल्लभ की जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय श्री गौर निताय की जय ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय श्रील गुरुदेव की जय ऑल असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज की जय श्रीमद् भगवद गीता ग्रंथ की जय श्री शिष्टाष्टकम प्रेयर्स की जय निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे हरि 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 बोल ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो जयमुदीरये
ततो जयमुदीरये
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नित्यं भागवतसेवया
भगवती उत्तमश्लोके
भगवती उत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
देवकीनन्दनाय च
देवकीनन्दनाय च
नन्दगोपः कुमाराय
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
नमः पङ्कजनाभाय
नमः पङ्कजनाभाय
नमः पङ्कजमालिने
नमः पङ्कजमालिने
नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय
नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय
नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रे
नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रे
नमो महावदन्याय
नमो महावदन्याय
कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते
कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते
कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्या
कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य
नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः
नामिने गौरतिषे नमः
नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय
नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय
गौब्राह्मणाहिताय च
ब्राह्मणाहिताय च
जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय
जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय
नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले
श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
स्वामीनिति नामिने
स्वामिनिति नामिने
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
निर्विशेष शून्यवादी
निर्विशेष शून्यवादी
पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे
पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
प्रभो नित्यानंदा
प्रभु नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा
शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा
कृष्णा हरे हरे
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
हरे राम
हरे राम
राम राम हरे हरे
राम राम हरे हरे
नुकुं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपः तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् ओम पवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षः सः भ्याभ्यान्तरं शुचि श्रीविष्णु 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 Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Everyone, very grateful. All of you have come again. We have finished Bhagavad Gita last week. Last week. Yeah, it took us close to 72 sessions of 2 hours each to understand 1% or maybe 0.1% of Bhagavad Gita. We are humbled by Lord Krishna's teachings in Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters. And after finishing Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna did his duty. That we should not forget. Bhagavad Gita was not a scripture that Arjuna heard and went into meditation. He picked up his bow and arrows and smashed the adharma without any mercy. Right? Very important to understand. The religion teaches us how to live, why to live, for whom to live. Purpose of life is explained. And Krishna explains the purpose of life through Bhagavad Gita. Through Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and finally Bhakti Yoga. We follow the orders of God because we love God. If we don't love God, where is the question of following the orders of God? Right? We have to learn to love God. We protect our children because we love our children. Why we don't protect other children? Some other children on the streets, we don't go and protect them. I mean, at least we don't voluntarily go and search for children to be protected, right? But when it comes to our children, the moment they go out of our vision for 5 minutes, we are thinking, hey, where is he? What happened? Right? My son is almost like 19 years, 20 years old now. Even now, if he's in the house and more than half an hour, some voice or nothing is coming, my wife immediately, where is he? Where is he? Right? We all do that. Why? Because we love our children. But unfortunately, because Sanatan Dharma has not been discussed, distributed, and trained, we have forgotten how to love God. That is the problem. We have to awaken that love for God. And when you awaken that, all the problems are automatically fixed. You don't have to train a parent how to take care of the child. You don't have to train a parent that he has to give good food. You don't have to train the parent to give good education. You don't have to train the parent how to be a good parent. All you have to do is make the parent realize that that is his child. That's all. We should get back our connection to God. And when we get back our connection to God, everything is automatically, brought back into our life. Everything falls into place. The other day I was having a discussion with a devotee. He asked me, is country more important or religion more important or God more important? Right? Now, it's a very tricky question. भारत इंपॉर्टेंट है या सनातन धर्म इंपॉर्टेंट है या फिर कृष्ण इंपॉर्टेंट है? क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है? All the three. Who is speaking? Oh, Guruji, you can come a little this side. I can't see you. थोड़ा चेयर इस तरफ ला लो साइड में. हाँ, थोड़ा साइड. हरे कृष्ण. All the three are important. Yes, all the three, but there is a problem. There is still a problem. We are not giving proper priority. All the three, Sarve Jana is nice statement, but there is something missing here. You should understand, Prabhupada Mataji, that the focal central point is God. When that is missed, everything else becomes fluid. Everything else becomes fluid. Are you seeing the other so-called religions who are converting? What is more important for them? Country? No. Religion? No. That also no. God. They are pushing the nail at the center. We are not pushing at the center. We are pushing it everywhere. Because if I say country is important, somebody thinks country is important because it's diverse. Somebody thinks country is important because it has many languages. Somebody thinks many festivals. Somebody thinks many food. Somebody thinks many cultures. Everybody is attracted to country in different ways. Right? But why all these things are diverse? Why everything is so different? Why so many? Nobody knows. What is binding it all? And somebody says, what is it? Religion is more important. You have a different religion. I have a different religion. Right? Even within the religion, there are sub-religions. I believe Grama Devata, you believe Bhagavan, you believe Ganesh, you believe somebody. Some people believe even people who are not mentioned in scriptures out of sentiment. So there also there is no unity. Unity will come when you put a focus point in one place. And that will automatically bring religion into one place. That will automatically bring country also into one place. Everything will come into one place. Provided you press that very, very important button, which is not being pressed properly. People are going to temples, but there is no love towards God. They are going like a ritual. Gaye to gaye. I'm going there. I'm reading Bhagavad Gita. I know 700 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. Are you implementing even one shloka in life? Why there are 18 chapters? Why only 17 chapters? Why not 17 chapters? If given a choice, which chapter of Bhagavad Gita you'll remove? No, you don't know what are the 18 chapters. How will you tell which one to remove? That is a problem. You don't know. We are talking about Sanatan Dharma, but we don't know what is Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma is to serve God. Is to serve. Is Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma of fire is to be hot. Sanatan Dharma of Sugar is to be sweet. Sanatan Dharma of soul is to serve. We cannot be happy without serving. Somebody is doing some service. Everybody is doing some service. Isn't it? Somebody is serving the army, somebody is serving as a doctor, somebody is serving as a father, somebody is serving as a mother, somebody is serving as a preacher, somebody is serving as... Without service, you can't be happy. Remember that. Even if you have like, millions of rupees, you can't be happy unless you use that money to serve somebody. Like, do you want to be the richest person on the planet? Yes. But what if you are the only one on the planet? Does it make any sense? What will you do with that money? Unless you serve. So our nature is to serve. Sanatan Dharma taught us where to serve, how to serve, whom to serve. Right? All that was butchered by so-called people in the last 70 plus years in this country. And that connection is removed, completely removed. Now God is just a ritual. I'm going to temple. Bal nikala, nikala Tirupati jake. How does it make a connection? Now my give here. I don't have an answer. No, you go in Tirupati, you should give here. But why should I give here? I'll not give here. That matter, when somebody dies in your family, you're supposed to give away your hair. Right? For the Shraddha ceremony, you're supposed to give away your hair. Now they're saying we'll not give hair, Brahman children are saying we'll not give hair. Now you might say, Prabhuji, kya farak padta hai hair dene se, nahi dene se? Yahi to problem hai. You don't know why. Education is removed. What is the connection of hair to God? What is the first thing people do when we go in front of mirror? Again, which means what? Bodily consciousness. You think that you are the body. You forgot that you are the soul. There is no connection that you are the soul. I'm this body. I want to enjoy this body. At least when you go in front of God, stop thinking about body. Shave that hair. Somebody? Don't keep that hair still. Focus. Remove all other diversions. Remove all other diversions. When you go into Gurudwara, they put that. Why? Hairstyle ke bare mein bhul ja. Nobody is more beautiful because that fellow has good hair, curly hair, straight hair, nonsense hair. Hair is hair. That is the point. But what is the focus there? God. Because God is established, love for God is established, everything else makes sense. What is the meaning of culture? When I asked this question in a university, I was giving class. What is the meaning of culture? People told culture means eating different kinds of food. Culture means wearing clothes, traditional clothes. Culture means festivals. Culture means way of living. Culture means way of living. You understand? Culture means way of living. What else? Or क्या definition दे रखा culture का? Common practices, common rituals. See, the whole point of culture is gone. None of us have an idea what is culture. Now let us spend 5 minutes to understand what is culture. Right? Very, very important. Culture means an environment, a conducive environment in which a process can be followed to achieve a goal. Now you might be, the management definition. No, I'm not telling management definition. Very simple thing I'm saying. Culture means a conducive environment, number one, in which a process can be followed, number two, to achieve a goal. Sambandha Gyan, Abhideya Gyan, Prayojana Gyan. Scriptures are saying. These three together make culture. Conducive environment. Matlab kya? I can hear names of God everywhere. Right? Like Mataji, what is your name? Yamini Mataji. What is the meaning of Yamini?
Night.
Huh?
Night.
Ratri. Right? There is a meaning to that. What is your name? Prabhakar. What is the meaning of Prabhakar? Huh? Suryadev. Right? So there is a meaning to every name. When I if you open a telephone directory, which we don't see now, earlier there used to be a telephone directory in our house. Krishna Rao, Murli Mohan, right? Uh, क्या बोलते हैं? Chandrasekhar Reddy, this Rao, this Kamma, Tumma, whatever, right? So every name, there used to be names in front of me. I'm calling somebody, right? There is a name. Conducive environment. There are temples around me. Conducive environment. There are chants of Vedic chants in the morning. Kaushalya, Supraja, Rama. So that you are hearing that, right? So there is a conducive environment. Environment is favorable. Environment is favorable. Like this right now here, we are all sitting. Environment is favorable. Everything is silent. We are hearing, we finished Bhagavad Gita. Today we are starting Sikshastakam prayers. So there is a whole environment. You are coming here to learn Bhagavad Gita. You are coming here to learn spiritual life. You are coming here. So there is an environment which is very, very important. Is environment not important? It's very important. Without environment, you can't practice anything. So culture means to have an environment. What is the second thing? Abhidaya, process. You need to have process to follow the culture. Process is what? Festivals, ceremonies, sanskaras, right? All different sanskaras. What is it? Marriage is a sanskara. Namakarana is sanskara. After taking birth, Garbhadana sanskara, even before taking birth. Everything is a process. It's a process. All these processes are there in our society. We are doing. Before Graha Pravesh, you should clean the house. Everybody should stand outside, take the nariyal, right? Break the nariyal, then go. Then take the God's picture and go inside the house. There is a process. For everything, there is a process. When you are getting married, you are taking vows and promises around the Agni, around the Panchabhutas. You're telling that I'll take care of my wife, I'll take care of my husband, I'll keep each other happy, we'll serve God, we'll come together, we'll produce children who will become devotees of God. Actually, you told all that. Later on, you're telling I'll produce children to make them doctor, actor. That's all nonsense. First, what we promise to make them devotees of God. To help a soul go back to God is the process, is something that you promise. So there is a whole process. Every sanskara is a process. So first is what? Environment. Right? All things which are conducive. Second is what? Process. Third is goal. Prayojana. What is the goal? To achieve love of God. Problem in India today is people don't know what is the goal. Environment is still there, thankfully, little bit here and there. Process is also being followed without knowing why it is being followed. Okay, na? Goal is missing. It's like, somebody in your house, somebody in the house suddenly in the morning is wearing, pads, is keeping a guard, gloves, t-shirt, helmet, pura fire okay, bat pakad ke sofa mein baitha hai. And you're like, kyun? I don't know. I just saw somebody I wore. Usko kya bologe? Moodha. Pagal, hai ki nahi? Arey, this is worn to go and play cricket. Hai ki nahi? Na tu stadium jayega, na tu khelega, lekin pura pehen ke baitha hai. What is the meaning of that? Environment is there. He's seeing cricket in TV, he's seeing cricket everywhere, the ground outside also is seeing environment. Process, he got it. I should wear all these things. I should run between two wickets. He'll throw a ball, I should hit. All this process, but he don't know what to do with it. He is not doing. Goal is missing. In some places, goal is there, but people don't know the process. They know Krishna is God, but they don't know how to connect to Krishna. Today we are going to discuss about process and goal also. Right? Sikshastakam prayers, 8 prayers are going to discuss about process also, goal. Right? Some places environment is not good. Like I'm in a iron curtain country, like Middle East or somewhere. If I go and openly pray, they'll hang you. Environment is not there. But we are so fortunate right now where we are sitting, this tract of land still till now has the environment, allows the process, but goal is missing. Why are we doing what are we doing? Because there is no connection to God. There is no connection to God. Right? There is no connection to God. Until the connection to God is there, Prabhu's, whatever you do is a ritual. Whatever you do is a ritual. You don't know why you are doing, but you are doing. You will impose it on your children also, one day they'll stop following it. Because they don't know why they are doing what they are doing. You understood? Very important that make the environment conducive, make the process very clear with proper explanation, and then also establish the goal very clearly. Then when these three things come together, that's called culture. Without that, there is no meaning to say I'm a cultured person. What is it? How are you a cultured person? I'm wearing good dress, na? I'm cultured. Wearing good dress is culture? No. Why are you wearing the dress that you're wearing? Why am I wearing dhoti when I come to what is it? A satsang. Kya hai? Why should I wear this? Why not blazer and pant and tie? There is a reason. I want to be less bodily conscious. See, we have to wear dhoti in the morning. I don't go and select. I think I pink color ka dhoti pehanta hu. I think I'll wear a green shirt. No. It is not a good combination. Pink and green is not a good. What is a good combination? Bolo. See, that is the problem. When you start bodily conscious thinking, you start thinking like that only. Isn't it? This combination, that combination. अभी मोटा हो गया तो ये पैंट फिट नहीं होगा. धोती में क्या फिट होता है? सब फिट होता है धोती में. You can put dhoti to elephant also, to a rat also. Where you tie the knot is where the dhoti starts. So your bodily consciousness is automatically taken care, isn't it? Huh? And what is the color? White. हो गया white. White में कौन सा? Dark white, light white, this white, white. कुछ नहीं है ना? White is white. So become less bodily conscious. So you can become more spiritually conscious. That's very important. Whatever you do, go with a proper goal. Why am I doing? What am I doing? How should I become more focused in my activities? Very important. If you keep too many diversions, then you cannot be focused. When you go to a movie theater, what happens first? All the lights are on. You are finding your seat, you'll go and sit. But how will people focus on? If he plays the movie, then can you see the movie? No. What do? He switches off all the lights, ons one light. Screen gets on, everything else goes down. Very important. You can't keep both the things on. If you want to achieve something in spiritual life, you have to off something. You can't keep, ye bhi hai, wo bhi hai, ye bhi hai. Then you cannot focus. Then you cannot make progress also. You will make progress, but that progress will be very slow, or it can break any time. You know what I'm saying? This is the problem. So you should be very focused with a clear goal and a clear process how to achieve that, and what is the environment in which I should be. For example, if I have to chant my rounds, I should find a spot in the house where I should chant comfortably. Very important. You have to designate a place to pray. Prayer also, Prabhuji place ne to prayer band karenge. I am not telling that. If there is no place, you can pray anywhere. But when you have a place, when you can create an environment for yourself, make that environment where nobody else will disturb you. Right? This is a place. I don't know if you have designated. I have designated a place for myself in the house. And the whole house knows this fellow will sit there and pray. He will sit there and chant his rounds. Morning he'll sit, he'll finish his rounds. That place, because I'm using that place very clearly and focusedly, maid of the house also knows that I better clean this place before he sits. Because once he sits for 2 hours, he'll not get up. Then if I have to sweep or clean or something, I have to disturb him. So why don't I? That 1 square meter, she will clean it and keep. I am also peaceful. When you are focused, the entire world around you will become focused. When you are lenient, the entire world around you will treat you leniently only. You cannot tell, Prabhuji, nobody is helping me in the house, nobody is supporting, because you are not focused. Why to blame others? When you are clear that I want to lead a life like this, Nobody in the planet can stop you from leading a life like this. Not your wife, not your husband, not your children. Problem is with you. Problem is with me. I have to make that choice. If I decide that I will not eat something that is bad for health, let me put this question to everyone. I found out that A, B, C, D, four things are bad for eating. Say maida, refined oil, contaminated, polluted milk, or whatever vegetables, or something. I made, or I'll not eat these medicines, antibiotics. They're not good for me. Something you made a decision. Can anyone in the world force you to do that? Now, people can come and tell, hey, why don't you? No, I have made a decision. I will not. If I have to do, I will only decide. Whole world will agree. So the thing is that we are not determined. We are doubtful. We are doubtful of the environment. We are doubtful of the process. We are doubtful of the goal. That is the reason we can't practice spiritual life. So coming back to today's, keep the remaining in one of the chairs. So coming back to today's discussion, it's beautiful 8 prayers given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Swayam Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan. He has appeared here 500 years ago, right? And he was here on this planet for 48 years. And during these 48 years, he established Harinam Sankirtan. He established the process, the goal also. And already Krishna, when he came, he gave Bhagavad Gita. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not find a reason to give Bhagavad Gita again. It's already there. But he gave these 8 prayers. The 8 prayers establish all the things that we need to go back to God. The consciousness, the goal, the process, the environment, everything is established in these 8 prayers. How to surrender, what is the mood to surrender, right? You can keep on the chair. So if anybody else comes, you can just pass it on. Yeah. Keep this with you and bring next week also. It will take time. I mean, each prayer can be spoken for days. It's like a chapter of Bhagavad Gita, each prayer. But I'll not go so detailed, don't worry. I want to finish it before the next batch starts, right? Maybe in 4 or 5 sessions, we'll finish it. So, in these 8 prayers, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is starting with the process and he'll increase the he'll explain the mode of spiritual life and then finally take you all the way to surrender, final surrender. And what is the mood of final surrender, right? That he will explain. So in the front part is the Sanskrit shloka and behind is the meaning of the shloka, if you can see, right? You can just turn like this. You can see the meaning. So you might feel, Arey Prabhuji, itna bada Sanskrit hai kaise? Sab aayega. Right? If you read daily, I've given this paper, go and read daily. And slowly you'll realize that in 1 week, you'll easily understand and be able to recite 1 verse. First verse is a little big. Second verse, third verse is a little small in size in terms of words. So please repeat after me in the same tune. The tune will also help you to sing the verse. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhav mahadvavag nirvapanam Shreya kairiva chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam Anandam buddhivardhanam Pratipadam purnamritasvadanam Sarvatmasthapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. What does this mean? Glory, you can repeat after me. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtana, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtana moment is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Right? So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is establishing two, three things in the beginning. He's saying that first of all, we are all looking for bliss. We are all looking for happiness. In the last line, it says it increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. We are all wanting to be happy, but we are not able to be happy. Why? Because something we are not doing which we are supposed to do. What is it? Something that we are not doing? Connection to God we are not establishing. Right? We are not depending on God. We are not leading a life in which we remember God every moment. Because of that, we are not being happy. It's very important. We cannot be happy. Like, for example, Draupadi in Mahabharata, very, very chaste woman who came from fire. Mother Sita entered fire to, bring back her original form or to prove her chastity, whatever it means. But Draupadi came from fire. She's a very pure lady. And she had 5 husbands because of her own desire to have a person with all 5 qualities, which is not possible for any human being. So Lord Shiva gave her 5 husbands. But she was the most purest woman and adored and respected by even Devatas. That lady was brought into a Rajya Sabha where justice has to happen. Right? Rajya Sabha is a place where justice has to happen. In that place, she is being disrobed. Her clothes are being pulled to make her naked. Can you imagine something like this happening in Supreme Court of India? Huh? A woman being raped in Supreme Court in front of the judge. Chief Justice of India is sitting there and a woman is being abused. Would you want to live in such a country? Huh? Is it possible for that to happen? It is very much possible. It already happened. The Rajya Sabha is nothing but the Supreme Court, the court in which the final decision is made in front of the king. And all the ministers, all the great sages, all the great gurus, all the great kshatriyas, all the great citizens, everybody are present there. In that place, injustice cannot happen. That is a place to give justice. And that very place, Draupadi is brought, not brought as in called, she is dragged with her hair in front of everybody. And she's being, lack of words. And she's being abused by horrible language by Karna, by Ashwadhama, by Duryodhana, by Drishtadunya, by Shakuni, in front of the best of the gurus, in front of the best of the dharma, so-called, knowers of dharma are sitting there. Dronacharya, Bhishma, Mahajan, Arjuna, Dharmaraj himself, Yudhishthir, her husband, Bhima, the greatest warrior, one person who killed the entire Kauravas, Nakula, Sahadeva, Vidura, Swayam Yamaraj, who appeared. Vidura. Who else? Kripacharya, the Acharya of the whole family. Everybody was there. Everybody are there and she's being disrobed. And she shouted, yelled, called, cried. Nobody helped. until she gave up. Until she gave up the hope on anybody else and lifted the hands. Hey Keshav, hey Gopal, hey Mukunda, please come to save me. And then Krishna came. Then Krishna came. Now you might ask, why did Krishna come so late? पहले आता तो क्या जाता? पहले उसको बुलाया नहीं ना? That is the problem. We depend on so many things, right? When we get into a problem, what do we depend on? When we get into a problem, first thing, bank में balance कितना है? How much balance do I have? I have 30 lakhs in cash in bank. No, I am the king. When I get cancer, I know how to get chemotherapy done. See, money is there. That's called foolishness. Recently, RBI declared one bank as fraud and they closed the bank. Uska paisa? Nitai Gaur Premanand. Yeah, finish. And one bank in Hyderabad, Karur, forgot. Huh? Charminar Bank was one bank. Another bank was there. In Koti area, that bank was very famous. Forgot. Karuna Bank or something. Not able to remember the name. Became very famous in a short span of time. Huge interest on FDs and so many schemes. All the Marwadis, Gujaratis, they went and put the money in that bank. This they never put. That fellow lifted the shop. He ran away with all the money. Even now he's absconding. 20 plus years. All the money gone. So when bank can't give you the assurance. But we bank on bank only, right? We bank on bank. Bank mein paisa hai. So I'm safe. All insurance is there. Lombard. Huh? What is that other insurance? All whatever, Medicity, Star, whatever. I have all the insurances. I have all this, I have all that. Now I think I'm secure. But until you raise your hands, this material nature is going to give you problems. This world is a college. This world is a college to educate us. Everything that happens is for our education. There's nothing good or bad here. There's nothing bad that can happen to anyone. The already bad has happened. You've taken birth here. उससे बड़ा problem क्या है? You're already in the jail. You're already in a place which is not meant to be a place where you're supposed to be. You're already in a body which is going to give up, cheat you one day. In the form of disease or old age or whatever, it is going to start cheating you. Big time it will cheat you. But we are not lifting our hands because we don't have faith that God exists. We have faith in everything else. Now we'll say, no, those all things God only gave. No? Money also God only gave. He gives everything, but He wants you to know that He has given it. We forget that He has given it. We start thinking, I have earned it. I worked very hard. I got the degree. I got this. I got that. I earned it. Mera paisa hai. I give it to God as donation, as if you are doing a big favor on God. You are giving small Lakshmi to Narayan, who has Ananta Koti Lakshmi at his lotus feet. You are giving small Lakshmi. I am giving Lakshmi. Lakshmi is thinking, "Tu kya dega mujhe?" So we don't have faith. Right? We don't have faith. When we establish that connection of faith, then we'll become happy. Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrata Swadanam. It is telling in the shloka. Right? At every step there will be Purna Ananda. When you start establishing that connection. How do you establish that connection? Through Harinama Sankirtana. By chanting the names of God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But for that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is starting the sloka saying that Cheto Darpanam Arjanam. Your heart is like a mirror which shows you God, but the problem is it's filled with dust. For many, many years, you have not cleaned that mirror. When you don't clean a mirror for many years, what happens? It is very dusty, sticky. Can you see everything clearly in that? You can't see. You have a heart to connect to God, but you have a heart to see the God through heart. But the problem is, it is completely filled with dust. It's completely filled with dust. So what you are supposed to do? Clean that dust. We have several soaps to clean our body. Lux, Rexona, I don't know what all are there. Lifebuoy. But do you have a soap to clean your heart? Is there a soap to clean the heart? Yes. chanting the names of God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When you shout and depend on that name, that is called chanting. Chanting is not finishing the round. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Yes, I pulled one round down. I have to do 16 rounds, right? 16 rounds in a day. So first round, kab khatam hoga, 16 rounds I have to do. Unnecessarily, this Prabhuji made me do this. Unnecessarily I promised. Before my life was so good. And why I went to that stage, why behind that clubhouse, why I got into this thing, this bag in my hand. What should I do with this? Huh? No, another round. You are cursing the fellow again. I should have missed that one class. I would not have committed. Unnecessarily. Then third round. Then Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, kab khatam hoga. Oh, still another 13 are there. Ayo. What to do? Right? Go to the 10th round. Go to the 8th round. Yes. 50% over. 50% over. 16 में से 8 हो गया. Yes, 8 हो गया. Right? Bhagwan is thinking, ये क्या कर रहा है मेरे साथ? Higher chanting if you don't want to chant. You're chanting. You're only shouting. You're not depending. You're not taking shelter. Right? Then 12th round, ecstasy starts coming. 70% over. Yes. 25% only left. Right? 15th round, pure devotional service starts coming. Really. 16th round to ecstasy. Krishna. Last 8 mantras to Hey Krishna, as if I have a connection with you. Then finally, pull the final one, 16th keys diya. Then break that chanting bag and bury it. Next 22 hours, don't look at me, I will not look at you. This is called chanting. Kya chanting? Why are you doing the chanting? And different types of chanting. One is sleeping chanting. Sleep. Somebody will, which round? Where are you? I don't know. Another is Sten gun, what is that? Machine gun chant. Naam to tik tarah se bol rahe. Khatam karna hai. What are you chanting? Why are you chanting? What is that name you are chanting? Krishna, Rama, Hare. No clue what. Finish it. Finish karke baaju mein feko. Right? What's going on? Even after coming to spiritual life, even holding chanting bag, we are not actually chanting. We are just finishing rounds. I'll give you an example. The new road is there. The new road from here beyond ISB, you have seen that road? Very lonely, very clean, very free, right? Just imagine you are walking on that road at 1:30 in the night. Right? You are alone, 1:30 in the night. For some reason, your tire busted or something happened. Now you have to walk. You are walking on the road, right? And when you are walking, behind you, suddenly one other person is walking very fast towards you. And in the shadow, you saw that fellow has a knife also. He's coming to basically rip you apart. He's going to take your money, or he might even kill you. Nobody else is there. You took your phone out, it's charged off. Yeah. Aaj ka Bhagwan gaya. This is Bhagwan now. Phone is like God now. Right? Phone gone. You're walking on the way. Nobody is there. 2 o'clock in the night. This person is walking behind you. And he's reaching you very fast. You can see that. You can't go more faster than that. You're already walking very fast. You can't run because you work in IT. If you run, you'll die. Forget about him killing you. You'll die. Kya karoge? That fellow is coming very close, step by step. And suddenly you saw 50 feet away, there is one person in police dress. Rara. Suddenly, what is the chant? Are? What conference you got? The police is there. You don't know whether he's police or not also. He's in police dress. Khaki pant, khaki shirt. Right? But you suddenly got confidence that police is there. Now, even that fellow is coming close by. Aja, देखते हैं कि क्या करेगा तू मेरा? You see, what is the difference? What is the difference 5 minutes before and 5 minutes later? You have faith in somebody in front of you. That faith has changed the whole equation. Your fear is gone. Your confidence has come back. You are assured that you will be saved. समझ रहा ना? That is called faith in God. And with that faith, when you chant the name of God, that is called chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Krishna, you have several names, many names, but Krishna means the most attractive person. Oh Hare, you are the energy of God. You are the spiritual energy of God. Srimati Radharani, please give me service to your beloved Krishna. I want to serve Krishna, but I can't do it without your blessing. Rama means spiritual ecstasy. Please make me experience some happiness while I practice this spiritual life. Rama means that which gives pleasure, ecstasy. When I practice spiritual life, let me get some pleasure. So that I can continue this spiritual practice, I need to experience something. And this should give you pleasure also. So that is why I'm chanting. Oh Radhe, please give me service to Krishna so that I can serve to your pleasure and experience some pleasure which will motivate me to do more service. This is the meaning of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And every time you chant that, you are remembering that prayer. And you know that it is Krishna. Draupadi did not see Krishna in that hall. She just called Krishna's name. But this time when she called her name, there was nobody else she was depending on. Nobody else she was depending on. And Krishna likes to be exclusively prayed. Right? We also got that nature. Isn't it? We also got that nature. You will not help anybody until he exclusively comes to you. I mean, really help. Right? Say your son comes to you and says, Papa, can you give me 50 rupees? No, wait, Amma will give. What will you say? Are you asking me or her? Right? Okay, next time you come, Papa, go to your mother only. No? Why are you coming to me? Last time you got from your mother only. Huh? But when he says, nobody, please, 50 rupees, I need 1 5-star chocolate. Please. So I only have to give? No, except you who will please give me. Then you will give. And you will feel nice. Yes, he's coming to me. That's the little nature is coming to Krishna only. Krishna is also like that. God is also like that. Either is a discount marte firega nahi. Monday one God, Tuesday one God, Wednesday one God, Thursday. Oh, Friday is mine, huh? You're coming to me? Chal, I'll not give you anything. Go. You don't have any belief in me. When you exclusively have faith in him, with respect to everybody else, not disrespect to everybody else. Everybody else is part of him. Huh? Every other devata is part of God. You should remember that. Everything is part of God. Aham sarvasva prabho matta sarvam pravachiti. With all respect to everyone, I am coming to you. Because ultimately you are the one giving to everybody. Please give me also. Then he will give. And Krishna is like that. Exclusive. And when the moment he heard Draupadi's prayer, and he understood that nobody else is helping her, that he already knew. But now, she's calling my name with full faith, with full devotion, not out of fear only. She gave up and said, done Krishna, let me be stripped now. If you are there, you come and save me. If you want me to be saved, you save me. She's not telling, come and save me. If you want me to be saved, you save me. I am your devotee. You decide. Exactly like Gajendra. Gajendra was an elephant. Nicely strolling around with his wife and children and having a nice time in swimming pools, right, of this beautiful scenic mountain. And when the crocodile came at the most untimely time and holded his feet and pulled him down, and he was struggling and fighting and crying and shouting, and nobody came to help him. Nobody can help him because crocodile is very strong in the water. Elephant is more strong in the ground. It has its territorial advantage. It's pulling him down, fighting and fighting. With every passing hour, he's going one inch into the water. And there comes a point after much struggle, he realizes all this big family and great, gang that I'm carrying with me, the whole herd, nobody's doing anything for me. And my strength is also not helping me. Finally, he saw the water. He saw a lotus floating on the water. He picked up the lotus with his trunk, lifted it, and showed it to that Narayan. He said, Narayan, I'm dying now. It's very evident I'm dying now. Already the water is till my nose. I'm leaving my body. So before I go, let me offer this one flower to you. He didn't ask, Narayan, you only come and save. Of course, he was asking for help. But there comes a time in life, Prabhuji and Mataji, where we don't stop. When we stop asking help, we just pray. If you want me to be alive, Rakhe Krishna Mare Koi, Mare Krishna Rakhe Koi. If you want me to alive, save me. And the one who has saved, see, another thing, this prayer, I forgot that shloka, beautiful shloka. He says, the one who saves everybody, the one who is the shelter of everybody, the one who is the one on whom everybody depends, the one who is the shelter to everything, that person, please come and save me. So Lord Shiva, the moment he saw Gajendra, he wanted to go. The moment he told this shloka, wait a second, he's not calling me. Because I am not the savior of everybody. Indra, he said, no, I also cannot save because he's not calling me. Because the prayer that he told only applies to Narayan. Nobody else applies to the prayer. All devatas started and they stopped. Oh, wait a second, he's not calling us. And then they looked and Narayan came. When he drowned holding the lotus. Right? And as soon as Narayan heard the prayer and sincere desire from an animal, not even a human, animal. And how could animal pray? Because he was a great king in past life, Indradumna Maharaj. He did one small offense to Angira Muni and he got the body of an elephant. You want to know what offense he did? Huh? You want to know? Yes or no?
Yes.
He did not invite the guest who came to his house properly. That's all. Indradumna Maharaj was in deep meditation of Krishna. Angira Muni just entered the house, the kingdom. He did not invite, thank you, please sit down. He didn't do that. Because he was in meditation. Angira Muni immediately gave him a curse. That you like to misbehave like this with a guest who comes to your house? Like an animal who is not conscious of what's going on around, you become an elephant and be like an animal. Now, can you imagine how many offenses we are doing in today's day and time when we don't actually even show some respect to anybody who comes to our house? How do you show respect to somebody who comes to your house? Greet him. Yes. Andar aiye. Bahar mat theriye, andar aiye. Please come inside. Prahlad Maharaj says in 7th canto of Bhagavatam. First smile is very important. God has given this face to keep a smile when you look at somebody. Smile makes others comfortable. Don't give Roni Surat in front of you. The door. When you open the door, smile. Little smile. Big smile. Whatever smile. Right? You know it's offense if you don't smile at Vaishnavas. Do you know that? Upadesha. No, what is it? Hari Bhakta Vilas. It clearly says, if you don't smile at a devotee, it's an offense. Of course, when you're in pain, you're going somewhere different, you can go and explain. But in normal, if you always, when you go to a temple, Gurudwara, or a holy place, smile. First thing. Second, respectful. Hold your hands. Please come inside. Third, ask for, give a seat. Give a seat. Don't make him stand and talk. Please sit down. Please. You should, if it sits down or not, a different thing. Please sit down. Third, ask for water. Because you've come from outside, you need some water. Parikshit Maharaj asked for water. Shamika Rishi didn't hear that. He put a snake on his neck. And his son cursed him. And so came Bhagavatam. This small mistake. leads to so much. Don't think big mistakes bring big disasters in life. Small mistakes. Because God is watching everything. Remember that one thing. God is watching everything. Right? That is how you should receive guests. Somebody was telling me in recently in one class, who was telling me that? Yugal Kishore Prabhu was saying. There is a Gurdwara in Delhi. I don't know the name of the Gurdwara. They take the shoes of yours, they clean it and keep it inside. Does anyone know? Huh? It's called receiving a guest. They clean the shoes and they keep it inside. And when you come after your prayers, you come outside, they again remove your shoes, clean it, and give it to you. Hare Krishna. They are saying, we are here to serve you. You have come to God. We are all servants of God. The person cleaning there might be a CEO of a company or he might be a chaparasi, whatever, doesn't matter. In God's abode, you're all his children of God. Khatam, there ends the work. That is called inviting him. So here, Indrajana Maharaj unknowingly did an offense and he got such a big curse. Because the more spiritual and the more pure you become, the punishment also becomes more when you do an offense. Right? And now here he becomes an animal, but in the animal body also he can remember the prayers because in past life he learned those prayers as a king. That is why they say, please learn the prayers. Because you may not know, but in next life you'll recite these prayers. Prayers are not gone. When you read them and learn them, they always remain in your heart, in your consciousness. So Gajendra lifted the flower. And as soon as Krishna, Narayan, saw this, he immediately got up from his, his seat and he started rushing and Garuda came. I can take you. What you will take me? You're too less in speed. He's telling Garuda, you're too less in speed. I'm going. No, my lord, please sit on me. I'll try my best. Okay, I will take you more faster. And without wearing chappal. He's explained. He didn't wear a chappal also. In Vaikuntha, God wears chappal, by the way. So he didn't wear a chappal. And what is being indicated? God is so desperate to come to his devotee when he chants his name purely. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Purely chanted. He will come. He will come rushing towards. And Gajendra saw from the clouds, the big Garuda is coming and Lord is coming with a Sudarshan and it leaves the Sudarshan. Sudarshan comes and slices the head of the crocodile. And Gajendra comes out of the water. And then the reciprocation of God to his devotee. Prabhu, it's not a story, it works even today. Provided we pray with that intensity. Problems in life are given to increase our prayers. Remember this one thing. Problems in life are given to increase our prayers. Why? Because this whole life is to make us prayerful. This material world is created to change our consciousness. This is a college where there is knowledge. And knowledge with realizations. What are we going to achieve in this world? Nothing except changing of consciousness. So if you become more sincere, more problems will come. Why? More progress to make. So you can decide. Prabhuji, I will not pray that much. But if you pray more, problems will be more because more prayers will come only when you are in problem. When you are in good situation, no prayers will come. Kya prayer will come? Gajendra was not praying when he was swimming. But when crocodile caught, prayer started. So prayers will come naturally when you are in trouble. But what is the difference between a devotee and an aspiring devotee or not yet become a devotee? They only pray when they are in trouble, but a devotee prays even when he is not in trouble. He remembers God in all situations. But of course, a devotee also prays more when he is in trouble. But even without being in trouble, a devotee prays. Right? And when you pray like that, then your heart is cleansed. Cheto darpanam arjanam bhavamaha dvavagni nirvapanam Shreya kairiva chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam. Vidyavadu jivanam. All knowledge is ultimately to understand whom to surrender. 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita is only meant to make you surrender. Is only meant to chant his names loudly, clearly, prayerfully. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
saying दुख में सुमिरन सब करे सुख में करे न कोई जो सुख में सुमिरन करे दुख काहे को होए
हरि बोल कबीर के दो है ना It's very important provision. Troubles are going to come to everyone. Nobody in this planet will die without trouble, including Elon Musk. Because people want to become Elon Musk. Right? People think he doesn't have trouble. He has a lot of troubles. He is not telling it out. Nobody in this world is without trouble. Nobody in this world can be spared. Krishna will make you, this Prakriti will make you surrender. But the sooner you surrender, the sooner you realize, two things you have to realize. One, I don't belong here. Second, he only can take me out. What are the two things? I don't belong here. He only can take me out. I don't belong here. He only can take me out. I don't belong here. He only can take me out. इतने बार क्यों रिपीट कर रहा हूँ भूल जाते only two things I don't belong here number one he only can take me out second khatam that's your end of material life it's your end of life here both of them are needed half our life or 90% of our life goes in first understanding that I don't belong here that itself is the biggest step to cross I don't belong here तो सब अच्छे हैं ना क्यों ऐसा बोल रहे everything is going good my daughter is good, my son is good, my husband is good. Good matlab good chal raha hai. My health is also okay. My diagnostic report is still within all limits. My job is also okay. My company seems to be okay. Why are you telling again I don't right? After attending 2 years of class also, some people are still not convinced that you don't belong here. You don't belong here. That is the first thing to be convinced. The disease can be cured when you accept the disease first. When you know the disease first, isn't it? When you don't know the disease, how can you cure? You're not accepting that I'm diseased. Then how can I administer you medicine? How can a guru or a doctor administer you medicine when you're not accepting that you're diseased? Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, Dukkha, Doshanu, Darshanam. 4 main problems of life, taking birth again and again and again, dying, disease, death, old age, all these problems exist. Prabhu, Adhyatmika, Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika problems, earthquakes, tornadoes, so many natural calamities, lack of water, too much heat, too much drought, Adi Daivika problems. Adi Bhautika, problems by other living entities. I am peacefully doing my prayer. Some fellow is coming and telling, he'll cut my head. I am doing my prayer. What problem you have? No, I don't want you to exist. What did I do? I am okay with you existing. No, you cannot exist. What is it called? Adi Bhautika. I am not doing anything. Everything is good. AC is on. Everything cool. One mosquito will come and bite. That mosquito is Adi Bhautika. Other living entities. Somebody will create a problem. And final one, the most difficult one, Adhyatmika. My own mind troubling me. Mind troubles. Mind takes you to all kinds of fears. Mind's business is to give you fear. All the time it will make you fear. Full fear, full fear, full fear, full fear. Arey, kitna fear create karega Baba? No, fear. I have everything going on as fear. I'm sitting on this bench right now. Maybe one leg is breaking. Is it breaking? No. But my mind is telling, when I was bringing, it was shaking, so now it is breaking. Now, how can I get out of that fear? I should get down, lift the bench and say, no, yeah, TK, na. Then I'll say, your mind will not allow you to settle down anywhere. False evidence that appears real. FEAR. Right? So, what do you do? Adhyatmika. Psychological problems. I don't know how many of you have got psychological problems. If you get that, you will know what it is. Until you get that, you will not. Prabhuji, psychologically, pagal hai. Nahi, pagal nahi. It's much worse than pagal. Psychiatric problems are unbelievable problems. You lose control on yourself. You lose control on your consciousness. You lose control on your thinking. You lose control on your ability to judge. You feel so insecure that even sitting in this place, you will not have confidence that you will breathe the next breath. It's very horrible. Anxiety, right? It is possible. Adhyatmika. Now, with all these problems, they are forced upon you because you are in this body. If you're not in this body, none of these problems will affect you, right? Because you are not this body. You are the soul. You are the soul. You are forgetting that you are the soul. You are only thinking that I am this body. The knowledge which makes you understand that you are not this body is knowledge. The knowledge that makes you feel that you are this body is ignorance. Right? So you have to come out. You should raise yourself to that knowledge and you should realize that you are the soul every day. How will you realize that you are the soul every day? When you keep hearing it every day. Shravana, every day hear lectures, every day. Every day read the verse of Bhagavad Gita, some verses which will make you realize, actually there's nothing to be worried here because nothing belongs to me. Everything is temporary. Anyway, I'm going to leave all this one day. One day, I have to leave everything. My family also, my children also, my husband also, my house also, my body also, and everything is gone. It's certain. It's certain. Can you stop it? Nobody can stop it. Because you're already in a body. You have to leave this body. And everything is related to this body. So be it. I am confident that Krishna, you are there to pick me up. How are you confident? Because you are prayerful. You have followed the process. You followed the process. And when you follow the process properly, if you follow the process properly, you will enjoy spiritual life. If you don't follow the process properly, then spiritual life will become a gale ka phanda. For example, this kantimala that I'm wearing, made of tulasi, right? This kantimala, what does it tell me? That I should not eat anything which is not offered to God. Why? Because this tulasi in my neck, it should cross tulasi and go inside, anything from my throat. Right? I should not eat, I should not eat any non-vegetarian, anything that hurts anybody. And even if it's vegetarian, I should offer it to God. I should not eat certain things which keep me in mode of ignorance. Right? Tamoguna, which increases like onion, like garlic, like mushrooms, like certain things. I should not eat these things because they'll push me. My consciousness, they'll push me towards ignorance. I am voluntarily making a decision. These are not rituals. Food affects consciousness. You know that, right? It affects. So you choose the food which is going to help your consciousness. So I'm wearing this kantimala. I'm making a pran that until I die, I'm not going to allow any such thing to go down my throat. It's a difficult decision if I'm living in a 5-star hotel, in a discotheque, dancing. It's a difficult decision. But it's an easy decision if I'm living between devotees in a house which is filled with Krishna pictures and Krishna's deities. And the whole family is supporting. Do you agree? Simple. You can administer medicine in a hospital because in a hospital, that's all you can do. When sometimes your disease is too much, they tell, please admit him. They can administer that medicine in your house also. But why are they not doing it? Tell me. Why does the doctor tell that you better get admitted? Why does it tell? Environment matters. Because you might go home and not follow what I'm saying because the environment may not be conducive. Your digestive power has gone down a lot. You should not eat things which is very difficult to digest. If you are in hospital, I can administer your diet. But if you go home, your son likes to eat pizza, your daughter likes to eat burger. Your wife likes to eat, I don't know, gulab jamun, and you are in between eating idli. One day you will tell, hey, here I go, give me one gulab jamun, aaj kha leta hu. Khatam. So he is telling, better get admitted. Better get admitted. Satsang means admission in a hospital. I'm sorry to tell you, are all in a hospital right now. You're all in a hospital right now, where you are being cured. First thing you are told that you are deceased. Congratulations. You all know what your disease. Now you are being cured. So better remain in the hospital. If you go out of hospital, you lose the treatment. And then you'll come and tell one Prabhuji, it's becoming very difficult, Prabhuji. Where I'm wearing this Kantimala, Prabhuji, I'm not able to follow, Prabhuji. Chai, tea, coffee, Prabhuji. How, Prabhuji? What is the link between coffee and God, Prabhuji? The problem is that you're not coming to satsang properly. That is your problem. You're not regular. You're not hearing properly. You're not chanting properly. You're not following any of the process. Then obviously spiritual life will become a burden. But if you follow everything properly, Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam. If you follow the process properly, every step is filled with nectar and happiness. Yesterday morning, what did you do? Yeah. Huh? You went to a temple. Okay, very nice. Yourself? Hare Krishna. You're all devotees. I should speak to somebody else.
Yesterday we all went to Yadadri and visited all the temples there.
Hare Baap. Please bless me. Really. You go and ask some people also, what were you doing? I was sleeping. What were you doing? I was watching my mobile short videos. What were you doing? I was complaining. I was chatting about BJP versus Congress. Right? I was talking about real estate, in this area. Why that Revant Reddy is doing whatever he is doing. Right? All these things they are doing. None of them are happy doing what they are doing. They're just doing. Do you want to know what I was doing yesterday? He knows what. He was there. I was dancing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We're playing Mridanga, Kartal, we're dancing full, pakad ke idhar udhar. And then we were hearing Katha. I was asked to speak about Radha Shyam Sundar. And I was speaking about Radha Shyam Sundar. How Radha Shyam Sundar came, what was the pastime, who is Shyamananda Goswami, Shyamananda Prabhu, what was his name before? Sukhi Krishna Das, what was his name before? Dukhi Krishna Das. Who was his guru? Hriday Chaitanya. How his name became Hriday Chaitanya? Who was his guru? Gauridas Pandit. What all happened? And finally, how did the deities come from the heart of Radharani? And here are Radha Shyam Sundar. We were discussing all. Prabhuji, very nice, very nice. 2 hours we were discussing. Happy. Anandam Bodhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadhanam. Prabhuji, I don't have time, Prabhuji. Actually, Prabhuji, Saturday morning I'm busy. Tomorrow? Suffer karo. Kaun mana kar raha hai? Here is a full arrangement made for you to be happy. You are not coming to that place and saying that spiritual life is difficult. Kaun help karega? Today evening we are discussing about Gopashtami. Please come to Bhakti Center. It's closer than in Orbit Mall. Gopashtami. The day Krishna started herding cows from calves. And what all happened before he started herding the cows? We can speak for 10 hours. What all happened? And that also is not sufficient. So many tantrums Krishna did. You learn all these things. When you hear all this, what happens? Your attraction for Krishna increases. When I speak all these things, my heart will be filled with Krishna. Everybody is benefited. Right? And Pratipadam, Purnamrita, Swadhanam. Spiritual life is filled with bliss. And my relatives are coming, I should stay at home, my friend is coming. Kya karega relatives aake? Kauve ki tarah bolega. Cow. That's all they do. What will they do? What are they doing for your life, for your soul? When you are dying, which relative will come and save you? Which relative of Gajendra saved him? Which relative of Draupadi saved her? Nobody will save you. Only Krishna's name, when chanted purely, will save you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. verse also says, Anandam. Cheto, please repeat after me. Cheto darpanamarjanam. Bhavamahadvavagni nirvapanam. Dvavagni nirvapanam. Fire. Like fire, it cleanses. Right? Shreya Kairiva Chandrika Vitaranam. Vidyavado Jivanam. Means it's ultimate knowledge, which will give you coolness of a moon. Chandrika Vitaranam. Your entire life is burning like in the sun. When the sun goes down, what comes up in the night? Moon. And what does moon bring? Coolness. Right? So when you practice spiritual life, when you chant God's names, your mirror is cleansed, your heart is clean, and your life becomes cool. Actually cool. Right? They show that cigarette ad. He smokes a cigarette and says, I'm cool. No, you are a fool. Right? On one side there is fire, another side there is a fool. Thinking he is cool. Yeah. But actually you become happy when you have Vidya Vadu Jivanam, filled with knowledge and faith in the names of God. Anand Padanam Sarvatma Stapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Who Sankirtan? Very clear. Shri Krishna Sankirtan. Right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. You will enjoy it, provided God enjoys it. You should chant in a way that He should enjoy. People say, "No, chanting में मजा नहीं आता प्रभु, मजा तेरे को नहीं आता, मुझको आता है." Chanting is not for your maza. Chanting is for God's maza. समझ रहे हैं ना? You are not doing prayer that you will feel nice. Some people tell, Prabhuji, I did this vrata in the house, Prabhuji. मजा आ गया प्रभुजी. तेरे को मजा नहीं आना, God को मजा आना. समझ रहे हैं ना? This is a problem. Our entire equation of prayer is reversed towards our sense enjoyment. Of course, you might also enjoy. You might feel some happiness, but that should not be the goal of doing what you are doing. When you go on Tirupati Hill, I see some people, they keep tilak on each step. They are not enjoying to keep that. It's every step you have to bend, keep the tilak. Some people even lit a lamp at every step. My God. That is not for their enjoyment, for God's enjoyment. Hey, Venkateshwara Swami, Srinivasa, Mukunda, Govinda, please take care of my situation. I'm in a horrible situation. When you go in front of God, ask Him to see you. You don't focus on seeing Him. What you will see. Of course, you should also see Him. Take darshan. Beautiful. Don't close your eyes. In front of God, don't close your eyes. See Him. That's His darshan. He's giving His darshan. He wore new clothes to show you that I'm wearing new clothes. Every morning I send that Radha Raman darshan. You see that? Every morning I send. Look at him. He's so beautiful. You can't wear dresses like him. Can you? His wardrobe is never empty. Every day he wears 5 new dresses, you know. And he never repeated his dress till now. That's called Radha Raman. The most best dressed person in the whole universe. He is that person. When you look at him, Krishna, you are so beautiful. Can I also do something? Yesterday, one of the Matajis in our satsang, she donated clothes for, she sponsored clothes for Radha Madan Mohan in the temple on Ras Purnima. It's a big cost involved. But once in my life, I could dress you, Krishna. Once in my life. That is only fortunate people get that opportunity, provided you have a desire. Right? You have a desire. Somebody is blasting. Hare Krishna. Right? So, this prayer is all about taking shelter of the holy name and assuring you that you will find happiness when you chant. Chanting of names is very important. But with prayerfulness, with surrender, with desire that I want to serve you, desire that I want to become a servant. What is the greatest position in the whole world? Not American president. Das. The greatest position is Das. Das means servant. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes and tells one more level. He says, Das is not the greatest position. Das Anudas. Servant of the servant of the servant is even greater than servant. Don't try to serve God directly. Serve as a servant of servant of servant of God. That is the mood of this verse. Now, in the second shloka, what is the time, Prabhu? 10:05. Okay, this is related to this, so I'll finish it. It will not take too much time. Please repeat after me. Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti Tatratipa Niyamita Smarane Kalaha Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midrisham Ihajanin Anuragah Ihajanin Anuragah. Please repeat after me. Oh my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings. And thus, you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. Oh my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names. But I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, right? Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti Tatratipa Niyamita Smaranena Kalaha Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midrashami Jananuraka. I have no attraction for them, but the thing is that you have invested all your powers in your name. If you chant Krishna, Krishna heard it. Not only Krishna heard it, it's Krishna itself. When Draupadi chanted, Hey Mukunda, Hey Gopal, immediately she summoned him, he came. Gajendra summoned him, he came. Dhruva summoned him, he came. Prahalad summoned him, he came. Provided it is chanted with devotion. Very important, Prabhu. And he will come. There is no history of anybody who chanted with devotion and did not come. I can't see a single story when God did not appear when you chanted his name with sincere prayer. And ask for anything. Anything you ask, he'll come. He'll come and give you. Provided you call him. When you are in trouble, call his name. That is what we should teach our children. Call God's names. They are not calling. That is what we should teach our neighbors. That is what we should teach the entire society. Call God's names. He is there in his names. Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti. All your powers are in that name only. You just call that name. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
He will appear. He will appear and save us. Because we don't have confidence in that name, people are coming and cheating us. Saying that take this money. My God will help you. That's what they're doing, right? And you're getting cheated. You don't have confidence in your own faith, your God. So people will cheat you. Nam Namakari. This verse is assuring. Swayam Kari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti. Tatratipa Niyamita Smaranena Kalaha. Religion is not about just following rituals. You can chant my name in any situation. Get up 2 o'clock in the night. Prabhu, I didn't brush my teeth. So hell with it. Just chant. Prabhu, I didn't take bath. Chant. I am in my menstrual periods. Chant. I am unclean. Chant. Who is stopping you from chanting the names? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. No rules and regulations. No time limits. No direction. Like Gayatri, if you have to chant, you should point yourself towards the sun. There are rules and regulations. For the Hare Krishna mantra, there is nothing. You chant the God's names. without any reservation, without thing. Of course, doesn't mean that I'll sit in letter in wantedly and I'll chant his name. No. When you have a house, sit in a proper place. When you have no other place, sit in a purest place in that possible place. But importance is you should chant. Right? Tatratipa, Niyamita, Smaranenaka. How much you should chant? All the time. Prabhuji, all the time if I chant, how is it possible? It's possible. Chant. Hanumanji is chanting all the time. Ram, 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 Ram. In your consciousness, you will chant. Chanting is at 3 levels. One is at your physical mouth, tongue level. Second is mind level. Third is consciousness level. Right? At all of our level, it's mouth level and tongue level. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chant properly with your mouth. Sound should come. At least it should reach your ear what you're chanting and hear the names of God. Second is mind, where you are forming the word in your mind itself. Can you do once? Just chanted. One mantra is chanted. You all chanted, right? Hare also, Krishna also, Hare also, Krishna also, Krishna also, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Very difficult to do that. Not easy. But people, when they become very advanced, they can chant, they can completely make their mind surrender to that name. Let's do it once, sincerely. It's difficult. But don't fake it. Prabhu, I think I've become advanced. No. Third mantra, you know how advanced you are. You'll sleep also. Right? What is that asana called? Shavasana. No. Chant from outside. Third is what? Great devotees like Hanumanji, Prahlad, the great devotees, great sannyasis, they do. Their consciousness is chanting all the time. Consciousness itself is chanting. Meaning, they're talking to you, but they're chanting. There is never a time when they're not chanting the names of God. 3 levels of chanting. All the 3 levels you can do without any limit of time, without any limit of purity or impurity. Because what do we do before the satsang starts? Om apavitro pavitro va sarvavastram datopi va yat smaret pundari kaksha sahabhya abhyantaram suchi. Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. All Brahmanas, they do this. If you call any Brahmana for doing yajna, first thing is, does his mother. What is it? I am pavitra or apavitra? Doesn't matter. The moment I remember Pundari Kaksha, your eyes, your lotus eyes, I become completely pure. Right? God is pure. God is the purest. Right? And when you go to the purest, you also become pure. Right? No matter which family you come from, no matter what your background is, no matter what all you have done before coming to satsang, doesn't matter. Krishna doesn't care about your past. All Krishna cares about is your present. Because that decides your future. Whatever nonsense I've done, doesn't matter. Krishna is not going to make, then Yamaraj will take care of that past. But if you come to Krishna, even Yamaraj will tell, okay, now I can't do anything to him. In 6th canto, Yamaraj says, you are a Krishna devotee, out of my jurisdiction. I can't do anything. He tells Yamadutas, why did you bring him? He's a Krishna devotee. He is not supposed to be here. Right? Finish. The moment you become a Krishna devotee, chant his names sincerely. Your next life doesn't exist in this material world. He will come and personally take you back. Sincerity in all given situations. There will be difficulties, there will be fall downs, there will be reversals in spiritual life, but don't live spiritual life. And most important thing, be regular to association and increase your association. With every passing year, you should increase, not decrease. Sometimes people start decreasing. After 6 years in Krishna consciousness, Prabhu satsang ko aa raha kya? Nahi Prabhu, kal hi jaake aana, bas hai, chalega. Main samajh gaya Prabhu, sab kuch samajh. Means kya? Going down. When your age increases, number of rounds should increase. With every passing year, when Prabhuji told me, with every passing year after 40, 45, 50, whenever you want to start increasing one round. I have started increasing more than 16 now. 16 is what I promised, but now I need more shelter. Start doing the 17th round voluntarily. Make it 18. By the time you become 60, 65, 32 rounds per day. By the time you become 80, 85, 64 rounds per day. Increase. What other business you have? If you are chanting all the time, nobody will come and talk to you about real estate. Okay? Become more focused. Because your focus is to go back, not to stay here. Okay? Are you doing this like a ritual? Or is it really spiritual? Where is the spirit behind it? So increase it. Your satsang should increase. One satsang is not enough. Prabhuji, बस नहीं हो रहा है. आओ फिर. यात्रा पे चलो. Raise yourself more. And the best time to make advancement is when you are young. When you become old, it's very difficult to change your choices. Tatratipa nimita smaranena kalaha. Etadrishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi. You are so merciful, my Lord. You are so easy to access. If you have to go to a temple, you should leave your chappal, go inside, wash your feet, go to the deity, see the deity. Name? Krishna, Rama, Hare. I can sit here and chant. Govinda, Mukunda, Murari, Madhusudana, Rishikesha, Ananta, Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Sankarshana, Sridhara. I'm right now taking darshan of God by just chanting his name. He is so accessible to me. He's so accessible to me. Urukrama, great actor. Urukrama is great actor. See, so beautiful, right? God is so accessible through his names. We are not chanting his names with faith. That is a problem. Why do we name our children with God's name? So every time you call him also, there is God's name in it. Tami, Julie, Billy. क्या नाम है? क्या निकलेगा उसके अंदर से? कुछ नहीं निकलेगा. नारायण, वेंकटेश्वरा, Ramana, Krishna, Ramachandra. Beautiful names we had. Now we are finding, biggest thing when you have child, more tension is after having a child, what name I should keep. Because nobody should have that name in the whole colony. तो कुत्ते का नाम लगाना फिर कुत्ते लगा किसी का कोई कुत्ता का नाम नहीं लगाता. Once one devotee came to me, Prabhuji, मेरे बच्चे का नाम दो. कृष्णा. प्रभु क्या बोल अरे मैं कृष्णा का नाम बोल रहा है. प्रभु जी कुछ नया दो. क्या नाम दो? यमराज लगा. दुर्योधन लगा. प्रभु जी अच्छा नाम दो. प्रभु जी अच्छा नाम दो. अच्छा नाम क्यों? Because people should comment. क्या नाम लगाए जी? कहीं नहीं सुना नाम. Yes. Pride in giving name also. Right? Krishna is such a beautiful name. Rama is such a beautiful name. What is wrong with that? So what if 10 people in the same building have the name of Rama? Good, na? When you call Rama, more people will come to help you. No, I want unique name. So that is but name has everything. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. And you are so accessible with the name. Please don't discount or cut your name, please. One of my boss was there. His name is Keshavan Murugan. It's a beautifully kept name. He went into multinational company. No, call me Keshav. That's all. Not Keshavan. Call me Keshav. Call me whatever. People do that, right? Nonsense they do. When I was in US, so Americans, actually you should learn from Westerners. They respect your name a lot. You don't have respect, they have respect. So they asked me, what's your name? I told Lakshman. Laxman? I said, not Superman, Laxman, no, Lakshman. That lady actually practiced the whole night and next day she gave it. Now I know, Lakshman. Is that right? He said, yes, Lakshman is right. Right? Here, we are changing our names. Right? Subba Rao. Beautiful name. Subbu? Is that it? This is a problem. You don't want to tell the name also properly. Huh? So let's not insult the names of God, because this shloka says, in which Krishna is saying, I am that name. Venkateshwara. The beautiful name. Venkateshwara Rao. My My grandfather, he kept all God's names. I'm sure your grandfather also kept. My father's name is Narayana Reddy. Right? His brother's name is Madhava Reddy. His elder brother's name is Raghava Reddy. His father's name is what is it? Narsimha Reddy. His father's name is Raghava Reddy. Again, grandfather's name is passed down. My name is Lakshman Reddy because my grandfather's name is Lakshman Reddy. Isn't it? See, when my father calls me, hey Lakshman, he not only remembers me, he also remembers his father and also remembers Lakshmana, who always serves Rama. Right? So much connection is there. So, name should connect us to God. So, when we are initiated in spiritual life, we are given also a name. Leela Nanda Das, I am given. Leela Nanda is a great devotee, I should remember him. And Das is my name. You are a servant. From today, you are a servant. Huh? You made me servant, huh? Yes. In spiritual life, servant is the greatest position. In material life, boss is the greatest position. In material life, boss. In spiritual life, das. If you are standing in a line in material life, the first person will get what he wants to get. In spiritual life, you are standing back in the line, God will come and reach to the last person in the line first. He'll come back of the line and say, you are serving everybody, I am yours. I am yours. And so many examples are there. In Udupi, what is that sage's name? Behind the Advacharana. Kanakadas. He came to see the Supreme Lord. He comes from a lower caste. Actually, there is no caste system in Sanatana Dharma. These all British people and this, I don't want to name that party government, they created all this mess. There is no caste system in Sanatana Dharma. It's Sanatana Dharma, Varnashrama. So, out of the pollution, they said, you can't enter the temple. He stood behind the temple, Udupi Krishna temple. He stood behind and he was praying that, Krishna, he was not blaming, I will change my party, I'll join this party, I'll convert myself. No, nothing. He just stood behind. He was, oh Krishna, I am so unfortunate. I don't have the purity to come into your temple. They are telling me not to enter. At least, let me chant your names. He started chanting. What did Krishna do? He turned his deity. The Vigraha turned. And Vigraha started seeing from a small window, Kanakadas standing outside the temple behind. Even now, if you go to Udupi, you cannot see him from the main door. Main door is closed. You have to go behind from the small hole you have to see, and behind you is Kanakadasa's Murti. That is God. Now you tell me, where is conversion? Where is, caste system? Where is, we're treating Shudra as a lower caste? Nothing like that exists. It's all a big propaganda. Provided you name the chant the name of God properly with prayer, He is yours at all times. Right? Out of your kindness you appear. But at the end He is saying, Durdaiva Midrisham Ihajani Anuragaha, what to do, Krishna? I don't have attraction for them because I'm all the time busy watching YouTube videos. I'm all the time watching Instagram. I'm all the time watching nonsense. I'm all the time busy with everything else. I want khichdi also. I want biryani also. I want spiritual life also. I want material life also. So the more you pollute yourself, the more difficult your spiritual life will be. Just take the same example of hospital always. If you are in the hospital, treatment is good. If you are outside the hospital, you are vulnerable for more diseases. So be in satsang regularly. The biggest problem of we, Sanatana Dharma, so-called Hindus, is we are not going to any satsang. And will not allow others to go also. Old people will tell, why are you going so early? Why are you going so young? Then you tell them, why are you not telling me to go? No, saao na dao ni. No, batkar na batkar. Telugu mein अच्छा लगता है ना. तेलुगु मजा आता है. इंग्लिश में मजा नहीं आता. हिंदी में मजा आता है. तू मरेगा मेरे को मारेगा. So that is a problem today in society. But we are going against the wind of society. We are coming here to satsang. How many have come today? There were 80 people at one time. There are 20 people at one time. There will be 2 people at one time. There will be only 1 person. Me and my mic. I'll sit and continue this. Because it's for my purification. Today I chanted 2 verses of Sikshastakam and discussed about it. It purifies me. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So next verses we'll discuss next week. So next week I'm not there. I'm sorry. I'm going to Bombay for a conference. So I will be back. Uh, I will be back on 30th. I'm back. So 1st of December. 1st of December. I will. We will have 1st of December is a Sunday. We'll have the class. So 30th night by flight I'm coming. It'll be a little late, but I'll take the class next day. We'll continue from the third verse, which is Trinadapi, Sunichena, Tarorapi Sahishnuna, Amananiya Manadena, Kirtanaya, Sadahari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare